So let's solve this thing that has a bunch of fractions in it. And you might think, looking at that, that's not linear. And in its current form, it's not linear because we can't have an x in the denominator in a linear equation. But we're going to change this into a linear equation, and then we'll solve as we did in the first example. All right, so in order to change this into a linear equation, we need to get these x's out of the denominators of the fractions. So to get rid of denominators, a technique we're going to use is we're going to multiply by the common denominator. So if we look at 6x, 5x, and 3, let's just pretend for the moment that it was 6, 5, and 3. So we want a number that 6, 5, and 3 will all go evenly into. And if we think about it, they will all go into 30. All right, so I'm going to kind of write out here to the side our least common denominator. We need 30, but we also have an x, and so we need 30x as our common denominator. We're going to multiply every single one of these fractions by 30x over 1. So I'm going to go to this first fraction, and I'm going to multiply it by 30 over 1. And let me So notice I've put in front of every single fraction 30x over 1, 30x over 1, 30x over 1. So I'm going to go through now and cross cancel, and I think I can do that with this. We'll find out here. Okay, so I'm going to, I notice that 6 goes into 30, so I'm going to cross cancel the 6. 6 goes into itself once, and into 30. 5 times, and I apologize because I don't write great with my mouse. And then the x's will also cancel, so these two x's will cancel here. All right, so really we're going to have 5 times 7 there and 1 times 1. All right, and then I'll cross cancel the 5x with the 30x. 5 goes into itself once, and actually I can just cross that x out as well because it's going to cancel with this x up here. And 5 goes into the 30 6 times. Oh boy, can't draw well at all. Let me see if I can erase that real quick. And let's try that again. 6. All right, and then lastly, the 30x and the 3. So I'll cross cancel. 3 will go into both of them. So 3 goes into itself once and into 30 10 times. All right, now that I've got everything cross-canceled, we'll go through and multiply, and we're going to have a linear equation left over. So let me get out of the draw feature and just back to regular typing. All right, so I have 5 times 7, and notice it's over 1, and I don't have to write a 1. So 5 times 7 is 35. Then I have a minus sign in between. I have 6 times 2, that's 12. And then on the right side, I have 10x. Don't forget, I didn't cancel that x times 2, so that's 20x. So now we've got a linear equation. Let's continue solving. 35 minus 12 is going to be 23. And I still have 20x. And then let's divide by 20 on both sides. And of course, on the right side, it's going to cancel out, and I get 23 over 20 equals x. And of course, 23 over 20 doesn't reduce. In algebra, we're allowed to leave things in improper fraction form, so we are done with that thing.